Southeast Georgia and the Lowcountry. This is WJCL 22 Morning News. See us now.
Breaking overnight, we're tracking the impacts of this bad crash. You can see a pickup truck slammed into a store, leaving several people hurt. What we've learned from officials this morning.
A bold crime in the middle of a packed courtroom. The person accused of handing an Atlanta rapper on trial for racketeering and conspiracy in a legal pill with police and attorneys watching.
The parents of a child accused of shooting his teacher are speaking out for the first time since the accident. What they're saying about the gun the child used.
The annual March for Life protest returns to D.C. in a world post-Roe v. Wade. I'm Amy Lou in Washington with a new focus from both sides of the abortion rights movement.
We want to thank you so much for waking up with us right here on WJCL 22. Good morning. I'm Emma Hamilton.
And I'm Frank Solkowski. As always, got to check in with our meteorologist, Jonathan Myers. And Jonathan, you promised us warmer temperatures, and we started seeing them yesterday. I put the shorts on.
Absolutely. Short sleeve shorts yesterday, but we're going to see some changes over the weekend, some chilly weather tomorrow, and then unfortunately it's looking like Sunday could be a washout for a lot of us throughout the day. Let's get right to it this morning. Out the door for work on your Friday is finally getting closer to the weekend, just around the corner, and starting out with a few clouds out there this morning. Temperatures are in the mid-50s for a lot of us around sunrise, about 53 to 55 degrees. Lots of sunshine as we start today. Now, there are some high clouds well back off to the west that will eventually move into our area later today. You're going to notice that as we get closer toward the afternoon hours, we'll see those clouds begin to roll in, and even by tonight becoming mostly cloudy as that storm system begins to track our way for the weekend. Highs for today definitely not as warm as yesterday, with a mainly sunny skies, mid-60s for Beaufort, 67 for Hampton, upper 60s for Savannah, and closer to 70 for Blackshear this afternoon. Hazelhurst near 67. Like I said at the top of the show, good chance for rain on Sunday. I'll track it out for you in less than 10 minutes.
Jonathan, thanks so much. We are staying on top of that breaking news from overnight where a truck slammed into a store, leaving several people hurt. We want to get right out to our Nakaya Carrero, who is live on Ogeechee Road this morning. And Nakaya, what are you seeing out there right now?
Well, Emma, we're here at this shopping plaza off of Ogeechee Road, but I want to show you that business, Paleteria Michoacana, where that truck went right through. And as you can see, that damage is tremendously, that storefront is completely destroyed. We made this map to show you exactly where we are. We're on Highway 17 between Dean Forest Road and Berwick Boulevard. The road is open right now, even though it was closed for quite some time overnight. Here's a look at the scene moments after firefighters arrived. You can see that pickup truck on its side, wedged into the corner of the building. First responders tell us several people were in the truck. This morning, we're working to learn the extent of their injuries. Overnight, we caught up with a witness who watched the entire thing unfold.
And I seen it hit the building, and I was like, what in the devil? It hit the store on the corner side like a wedge. And it was like sparkles on the bottom, something like 4th of July.
Again, we're told multiple people were hurt, but we're working to learn the extent of those injuries. Now, Emma, Frank, as you see behind me here at the Paleteria Michoacana, it is severely damaged, and these owners of this store, they're going to have a long road ahead to clean up.
Yeah, certainly a lot of damage out there, Nakaya, and hopefully once the sun comes up, we can catch up with them. All right, our Nakaya Carrero live for us this morning in Chatham County. Nakaya, thank you.
All new this morning, Atlanta rapper Young during their trial. Courtroom surveillance footage shows Khalif Adams slide something into the rapper's hand during jury selection Wednesday. A deputy quickly spotted the transaction and took the pill away. Young Thug, whose real name is Jeffrey Williams, claims he didn't know Adams was handing off the pill or that it was Parachette. The Fulton County DA is looking into this incident.
Right now, a South Carolina murder suspect is being held at the Bullitt County Jail after an hours-long standoff with Statesboro police. Dakar Stevenson's ex-girlfriend reported that he was inside of her apartment without her permission. It all happened on Pennsylvania Avenue Wednesday night. Officers tried to make contact with Stevenson for several hours, calling in a SWAT team. Well, after gassing the apartment, SWAT members found that Stevenson had escaped. Now, shortly after midnight, he was found at another apartment on Lanier Drive. This morning, the parents of a 6-year-old accused of shooting his teacher are saying the gun he used was, quote, secured. In a statement, the parents say that their son, quote, suffers from an acute disability and that one of them should have been attending school with him the day of the shooting. The child's mother says that she legally purchased the gun. She could now face charges. We can hear much more from the parents' statement out this morning on GMA. That's coming up at 7 o'clock, right after our show.
We have 2 injuries from a movie gun shot.
I was the one holding the gun, yeah.
Mexico say they'll bring charges against Rust movie star and producer Alec Baldwin. Right now, Baldwin and the film's armorer, Hannah Gutierrez-Reed, are facing 2 counts of involuntary manslaughter in the death of cinematographer Halyna Hutchins. Assistant Director Dave Halls, who handed Baldwin the gun, has already pleaded guilty to negligent use of a deadly weapon.
This was a really fast and loose set that nobody was doing their job. There were 3 people that if they had done their job that day, this tragedy wouldn't have happened. And that's David Halls, Hannah Gutierrez-Reed, and Alec Baldwin.
In a statement, the family of Halyna Hutchins said, quote, it is a comfort to the family that in New Mexico, no one is above the law. President Biden says he has, quote, no regrets following the discovery of classified documents at his home and former office.
I think you're going to find there's nothing there. I have no regrets. I'm following what the lawyers have told me they want me to do. It's exactly what we're doing. There's no there. Thank you.
Now, the White House says Biden's attorneys found classified documents on 4 separate occasions at the offices of Penn Biden Center in Washington and in the president's Delaware home. Last week, the Attorney General appointed a special counsel to oversee the Justice Department's inquiry into the documents.
We want to take a live look now at our nation's capital, where the annual March for Life event will happen today. And it's the first mass gathering of anti-abortion activists since the controversial Supreme Court decision to strike down Roe v. Wade last summer. We want to get right out to our Amy Lou, who's in Washington, who spoke with pro-choice and pro-life advocates ahead of the march.
Well, we spoke with leaders from both sides of the abortion rights movement who say they are also turning their sides to lawmakers on Capitol Hill.
There's so much work still to be done. The human rights abuse of abortion isn't over yet, and we will work till abortion is unthinkable.
New momentum for anti-abortion advocates as an estimated 50,000 will gather once again in Washington for the annual March for Life protest. Roe v. Wade has got to go! This time with reason to celebrate 1 year after the fall of Roe v. Wade.
There's so much stigma, there's so much disinformation. We really have to start educating people from the ground up.
For abortion rights advocates, it's renewed purpose to educate state lawmakers weighing bans on abortion and lawmakers on Capitol Hill, including at least one Republican proposing a 15-week federal ban.
I just don't see that our culture or our country is ready for something like that yet. So maybe down the road.
Leaving the decision up to states.
It's these deep, courageous conversations about abortion. It's going faith community by faith community, and having these honest, educative conversations about what is a very taboo topic.
House Republicans haven't proposed any kind of federal abortion ban or restriction, but have passed legislation that would protect infants that survive an abortion, as well as proposing permanently blocking federal funding for abortions. Both of those measures are not expected to get a vote in the Democrat-controlled Senate. In Washington, I'm Amy Lou.